What's up? It's your boy, the famous outlaw, Cowboy Richard Dick McGuffin, aka Two Dicks McGuffin. Alright, guys, today, you know what? I don't know what to talk about today. I'm not really completely sure. Maybe we should talk about Okay, stop! If you guys didn't know already, May was Mental Health Awareness Month, according to YouTube. I'm not big on the whole, this month is this holiday, or this day is Hamburger Month, or this day is Good Donut Day, or, you know, that's stupid. We put a holiday to every goddamn day at this point. But I did want to talk about mental health. I did talk about the social, or I guess social and mental health of social media. But I did want to talk about mental health. I think it's very important. There's times where you need to just listen and just take the time out and just relax and take a deep breath and focus on you and what you're trying to achieve or where you're at in your life. I find it very important to hold on to that because I deal with that. I deal with a lot of that. A lot of the stuff that I deal with is anxiety. A lot of my head saying stuff that isn't, there, or, my mind thinking something negative, even though it's not as bad as it seems. I think that's very important for life. It feels almost like sometimes you have to just let loose. It's almost like being, feeling like you're caged up, or feeling like you're limited to something, and you need to kind of express the fact that you can be yourself and not feel like you're kept into one thing. I feel like that a lot. I feel like a lot of times I like to do what I want and unwind, because if not, it makes me feel like I'm a little bit of, I go crazy a little bit. That being said, that's why a lot of video games come into play for me. I play a lot of stuff to help me relax. Normally I don't really play things that will agitate me, but on some certain situations, I do get annoyed. Unfortunately, that is the case with certain things. I think that's why video games for me are very relaxing, because when it does go my way, it does feel good. I have had a lot of times where I've done good in, whether it's Apex or Overwatch or whatever, and it feels good to just have that. But whatever you do and whatever you have that makes you, sane, I guess, I think it's important to hold on to that and find focus in the important stuff. I think it's good. There's a lot of times you should keep people who are toxic, or people who are not helping you be the best you can be. I feel like I'm doing a TED Talk or some kind of motivational speaking right now. But my point is that, it's important. It's very important. I feel like a lot of times I feel like I just want to yell or scream or just punch something to get frustration or just stress out. So I think that's very important for a lot of people. I don't know anybody personally who deals with stuff like that. I don't understand a lot of the mental health issues that people deal with. I had someone at I knew someone, not personally, but someone who dealt with mental illness, and they were very strange and very weird. And it's not because they dealt with mental illness, it's just that's how they were. It's a shame. But I think everyone deals with it. Everyone deals with trying to keep a level head when it comes to things, and I think it's very important to have a level head and open mind, and not be so judgmental, I guess, against people. I'm guilty of that a lot of the time. I do a lot of stuff I'm not proud of, and hopefully I can be forgiven for that from people that I've, given issues to. But a lot of it is, for me, I don't try to really let people get to me as far as what they say or try to insult me, especially the internet. Internet is a pretty bad place, as far as insults or making people try to feel bad, or having no kind of personal connection with someone, so they feel like they can say whatever they want. I mean, it's a lot of people that just feel like there's no human interactivity, so they just think that it's just okay. And I mean, if people want to live that way, I guess that's fine. I couldn't be rude to someone to base off of what they, just a voice. There's a lot of people I get mad at, especially on YouTube, where they're making stuff that I don't really like, or they're just don't really seem like they're exploiting something, or they don't seem like they're trying real hard. And that gets me annoyed. But it doesn't really get me to the point where I feel like I'm angry to where I need to do something about it, or I need to lash out or do something like that. There's a lot of times where I feel so stressed because I feel like there's so much to do. Like example, today I was so frustrated that I wasn't going to get these videos done, that it just agitated me to the point where I didn't want to do this anymore. Like, I didn't want to make videos. I didn't want to bother. I didn't think anyone gave a shit, because I don't feel like that sometimes. I feel like there's times where I go into a upsetting, negative, depressing mood where I don't feel like I want to try, and I know it's not possible. It's possible, but it's not the way I want to do things. I don't want someone to look at me and say, this guy doesn't really bother. He doesn't want to make an effort. He doesn't want to actually try. It's a lot of the stuff where I try really hard to make things that people are going to enjoy, make something that I think are open-minded to people, where they're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I try to do a bunch of different stuff, and I think this is the biggest place where it affects me the most, where when it comes to YouTube videos, or comes to ideas, or just recording stuff, it really gets to me to care if someone's going to like it, or if other people are going to enjoy it, or people are going to think it's stupid. I mean, if people think it's stupid, I don't care. But I think a lot more I care about people who I care about. Like, I care a lot more of what people I care about think when it comes to stuff. Like, if it was like a sibling or a friend, I really do care about what they think, because they are important to me. A lot of that gets to me sometimes. I think a lot of the stuff when it feels like I'm alone, figuratively or literally, I get in my head a lot, and I've had a lot of issues like that. I've had a lot of times where I've had panic attacks. I've talked about my panic attacks on here before. It's very hard to talk about and deal with and be okay with the fact that I sometimes can't keep my head above water when it comes to keeping a calm, open mind about stuff, and make sure everything's all right. I believe that, yes, it's nice that May was the Mental Health Awareness Month, and that's good. I know a lot of people who deal with stressful things, or they stress themselves out on stuff, and I think that's very important, to take time to enjoy what you enjoy. I've been preaching it since the beginning of In My Opinion. Just don't be an a-hole. Don't be rude. Just be a good person. It's all about that main point of being a good person, trying your best to be a good person. I understand that if no one wants to care, I understand that. It's all about giving, or trying to make an attempt to do what you can. Not all men do good, although they mean well. I think that's the line. Not all men do well. I don't fucking know this saying. I think it's not all. It doesn't matter. Point is that you could try to be open-minded and be helpful. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you get blamed for stuff that it's stuff that you shouldn't let it. It's all stoicism. Stoicism is a big part of, I think, what I enjoy about the whole concept of it is that some stuff are out of your control, and there's no point in getting angry about them. And I find myself getting caught up in it too. Sometimes I get caught up in stuff that's out of my control. I still get upset with, and it's not very helpful to stress yourself out about that. I think if you do have issues mentally, or if you have mental illness, you should definitely if it's something it's out of your control, then definitely find the help that you need, because it's important. It's important to have that time to just kind of get right. I guess it's the best the best term. I don't know. It's very important to me, I think. And I guess that's all I want to talk about. I just want to speak from the heart today and talk about stuff that I get stressed out about. There's a lot of times I get in my car or I go anywhere or just think to myself and just stress myself out on stuff of overthinking stuff or thinking I'm not good enough. It's something that you got to work yourself one at a time, day after day, just get through it, because it's hard sometimes. Especially with this, I think a lot of the YouTube stuff makes me feel like I'm not really making a difference, or I'm not really making anything anybody enjoys. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, or all my other in my opinions, or my videos. There was probably a video yesterday. So hopefully you enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
So pretty much what I'm saying is, TikTok is awful. I think TikTok needs to go the hell home. It's a pretty awful platform. I hate it. I hate the stupid dances. I hate the stupid challenges. The challenges are the biggest thing. The challenges are the stupid thing because it's like,